Good morning, everyone. It's 9:48 a.m. on the 13th of January, Friday. It's been a great week here. Back in the flow of things, and just checking the news. We have 10 a.m. The University of Michigan consumer sentiment release. So we could see some volatility coming to the market there. That's in 10 minutes time, 12 minutes time. Looking at the S&P 500 here on the daily, still moving towards this target here, this area of supply here at 4,100. Still expecting it to grind towards this, and then bounce, either move through that area or reject, off this sliding area of support here, of resistance here. But price is still within the recessionary bear channel here in the S&P 500. Looking at the Dow Jones, we have we're hovering and sitting at that supply zone here at 34,187, 34,200, that area there. This is the daily chart, bullish. The direction is to the upside, not the downside. And so we are safer to buy than sell in regards to overnight holds. Not that I trade that way, but if you are learning and you're getting the hang of this, leaving your trades on with a huge stop loss and just letting mean reversion do its thing is kind of how I want you to be operating here. So just if you are new to this or you're still learning this process, just leave the trades open, let them do their thing, let mean reversion, let volatility close. But if you're in a buy situation, you basically the price will sweep that because we're in a bullish momentum at the moment. Going out of the 4 hour here, we have price did not quite get back to demand 3350, and it seems to have held here at this area of demand, just following the classic uptrend type of movement. This is very indicative of price action that happened with Ethereum at the start of this year, before the crash, before the Ethereum crash, where it pulled back in and moved towards 4,300. So we had the climb, the large pullback, the range, and now a leg up to the upside. And this is where we're going with this. This is the trend direction at the moment, quite strong. And we had this pullback from that area to here. Demand at 33,800. Okay. Right. That's the order block right there at the moment, 33,800. And it seems to be holding and bouncing to the upside. So that's a 4 hour. We had the pullback, complex pullback here. So overall, up thrust, uptrend, pullback, and then push back to the upside. Okay, that's what's happening. And now we have this, uptrend here, this kind of thing happening at the moment. So clone the arrow here and a type of action like that, right? Working that area. This is the kind of thing see happening right now on the 4 hour, is that kind of thing there. Okay, perfect. So that's the 4 hour. That's supply here. Going to see that breakthrough probably this session. 4 hour supply, that kind of thing right there. Once that breaks through, it'll become demand 33,400. Okay, so we'll just throw that in now. Supply 33,400. 34,400. 34,400 supply there. That's where we're at the moment. This is the trajectory of what's happening. Nice little uptrend on the 4 hour. Coming out of the 1 hour. Okay, we start to put this trend in as well. That's what we're looking at there. Okay, this kind of trend action. It is a uptrend. We're bullish. Here we go. That kind of action there. Working this area of demand now. Okay, where's the next area? Up here, maybe up here, maybe up here. Yeah, nice. Work that area. Pull this one through here. How am I doing this? Peaks, 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 peaks. Just the areas that have been touched and rejected. That's where the orders are. They're very clear to see. There's the order block. There's the order block. Here's the order block. Next order block's up here. And this is the trajectory right now of this trend, is this kind of action like this. Okay. yeah, dare say like that kind of action is what's going on. Okay, that's the trend we're in right now. Nice and clean action there on the hour. Okay, so working that supply 34,300. On the 1 hour, immediate supply. Okay, and the next supply zone where we're going to climb to is 34,600. Demand 33,900. Right? Cool. Now, of course, this can drop out at any time and come down here. Okay? But right now it's holding this uptrend, and so we want to roll. We want to go with that flow. Okay? The flow is there. That's the flow of money grinding to the upside. People are buying it up. Let's keep going with that until proven otherwise. You know what we're looking for? We're looking for a candle like that. Okay, big bearish candle like that. That's the kind of action we're looking for a sell-off. Okay, we need a topping action. If we get that, it's going to be around this area. This is where all this is where the major order block is. Okay, the thick order block is up here. Is it going to sell hard off that area or break through and continue to the upside? So this is the major area here we're looking at, is this 35,000 region. Okay, so that's the kind of possible outcome up there. But until that, let's keep grinding up. Let's make some profits on the way up here. Now, 1 minute. Cool. Nice. Yesterday was beautiful. Lots of money to be made yesterday. Beautiful mean reversion. You know, we had plenty of trades through here, plenty of trades. I've had some of the guys like put trades in that were like not at the riverbank, or place them there. Make sure that if the trade needs to be at the riverbank or deeper in the riverbank, especially if you're moving away from the computer screen, if you're not with it, make sure you put your trade deep in the riverbank. So if you place a trade below the riverbank, you're going to be offside, and every single pip matters, especially if you're psyche. It's better to be in a trade it's better to miss a trade by having your take profit here and have it go like that than be in a trade like this, stuck there and have it work against you and have to watch it go into drawdown. All right, the best trades are the ones that come up and just lick your trade entry. So the whole point here is like to not be to train yourself to not be worried about getting the trade. It's about, does the trade come to you, right? Does the fish go into your net? You know, if it goes into your net, you're able to catch it well. If it doesn't, then you're chasing price and creating bad mental habits and putting yourself into drawdown. So, you know, anybody that entered a trade here yesterday in this area, you see it did come back and come back in to take profit anyway. So mean reversion does work, but make sure you work the bands, okay? But yeah, yesterday had some nice trades for sure. Plenty of money to be made yesterday. And just now, let's look at where our areas of concern are. This is a supply zone. Here, drag it out. See where we're going with everything. Like that. That's the supply zone. Okay, first one there. Another one here. Okay, and look, it's going to go there. It's going to jump out just above that and then come down and work this area. That's the highest probability region of making money today. If I had to pick an area to make cash, I would be thinking it would be this kind of zone here. Okay, so I'm just putting that in as the highest probability trade. Guaranteed money, right there. Okay, that's what we're looking at. Guaranteed cash. Okay, here. Yesterday's supply zone, demand zone, came just shy of that, didn't even dip in there. Very indicative of bullish action, okay? This is pushing to the upside. The angle of attack on price is up, okay? The angle of price is up. So we're in an uptrend, okay? yes, we can still short, we are shorting, but just be very wary of, we're basically fading, but be very wary of, price moving away from you. And I want you to be shorting. I want you to be practicing shorting in this condition, because you get to practice your exit protocol. Your exit protocol is so important. Your exit protocol is, your kung fu move, your move where you're always safe. So, for example, if price goes into this trade like this today, okay, keeps pushing up through here, but goes right through it, doesn't close, okay, and you come back to the screens, or your alert gets hit, you've got an alert up here, you're not able to be at the screens, you've got an alert up here, right, price pushes through to the upside, okay, you come and you see prices there and your trade's still open, right, it is going to come back to this region. Oh shit, it is going to come back to this region here, okay, and the whole element of exit protocol is to like not freak out and allow price to pull back and try and get as close to entry as possible. Any loss you take that's within 1R is great, okay? This whole thing here is just psychological. We're never going to, or worst case scenario, we're never going to realize a 10R loss. It's just a black swan event type of stop loss. So that's how I want you to look at this. If you're in a trade that's going against you, and you check the screen, don't panic. Like, there's nothing, you're not losing anything. You're just waiting for price to breathe and come back to your entry point, okay? And in worst case scenario, it keeps grinding like that, then the next time you wait for it to come back to negative 1R, okay? But it's always like, it's gonna work like this, especially when there's no major news, okay? 10 a.m. now, we've got major news coming out. That's what we're seeing right now. That's kind of the action I'm looking at as the highest probability trade today. But yeah, look, here we go now. We're having this push to the upside with our UoM release right now at 10 a.m. Where's the next area of interest? It's right here, okay? Nice area of interest there. Okay, why is that? Well, we've worked from the bottom, pushed out to the top, okay? I dare say that this is going to be the best bet though, okay? Strong area of supply there. Being patient and waiting for price to get into that area. Practice, cultivate that, okay? Right now, what's happening, if we use the bands, we see how prices just perfectly come up, moved into the bands here, hit that area, and rejected out. But there is quite a strong bullish push to the upside, okay? We never buy the upper red band. We never buy here because we think it's going up, because even though overall it's going up, we're trying to catch the fade. We don't want to be bought in offside, because if we buy high, it's going to come back down, maybe sit around here for a bit before moving back up, and it does all sorts of things to our psyche. We're offside, okay? Right now you can see how well this sell would have worked here, just in the bands area, okay? But still, that's the area where I'm looking at to place a sell order. I'm going to do that right now here on the account. Let's take a sell order, sell limit script. Don't use what I'm using, because I'm trading on a large account right now. Please, if you're just 20 lots, I'm going to show you guys how to open an FP Markets account. That's going to allow you to put a record in, but please only use 20 lots at the moment, okay, until we discuss that. I don't want you going in and using huge leverage at the moment. That's the kind of trade I'm looking at this morning, okay? But for me, guaranteed trade, if I'm going to leave the screen right now, is this area here, okay? That's the supply zone. It's working to the upside. It's going to jump in there. Let's let it move up, lick into here. It's probably going to shoot over this bit and then come back down into this area. That's the trade I'm looking for. That's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm going to be patient for this morning. For me, that's guaranteed cash there, okay? And that one I can leave alone, okay? Leave that one in the oven to cook. So I've got my alert here. This is the trade that I've just put in, this one up here. My alerts here, that'll alert me if I need to attend to the screen and get out of a loss protocol. Another beautiful trade would be if price came back down here, okay, and we got to take a nice buy in this area, okay, where our demand is. So another beautiful buy order would be down here this morning, and that's something that I also will put in to the system. Now, I would actually extend the take profit on this a little bit, maybe towards the median, just to give it a bit more, because we're in an uptrend. So that kind of action right there is what I'm looking for in terms of a buy. Okay, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking for trades this morning. I'm just going to throw that in here, buy limit, chuck it in there. I'm using 50 lots again, just keep it your 20 lot, 10 lot, 20 lot order. Throw that in there, drag the stop loss far out. Don't worry about your challenges, don't worry about your risks at the moment. Let's just worry about like making profit and being confident in profit. Okay. I'm going to drag the take profit up a little bit more on there. And I've bracketed price, bracketed volatility. Okay. We can see it is pushing to the upside, and I'm looking forward to that. I can even put it up a little bit further into that area, that order block there, and just take that. And that's my trades this morning. That's what we're going to look at, and I'll upload that separately later as well. So have a beautiful morning. Enjoy trading. There's some good volatility coming back in the market now, and I'm looking forward to seeing your results today. We'll catch up next Monday and do some more strategy. Cheers.